go Broncos! Well, welcome to your state capital, right here in Denver, Colorado, proud home of the Denver Broncos. And today, we are here to celebrate Randy Gradishar. And I want to thank Phil Long Dealerships, Denver Broncos, for your hard work. Broncos President Damani Leach is with us. Randy joins an incredible group as the 14th Bronco, the 7th defender to gain this historic title. Of course, we were awed by his orange crush defense on the field, and Randy continues to inspire us with his work off the field as well. His service truly helps make Colorado and the world a better place. From expanding access to kids for playgrounds and sports fields across our state to supporting members of our military and veterans, over 400,000 veterans call Colorado home. Randy, Colorado is proud of you, and you have earned this celebration that we are throwing for you here today. It is my honor to welcome the Mayor of Denver, Mayor Michael Johnston.
Hello, Denver! I think for many of you, today was probably a bucket list moment, which is waited my whole life to get to meet Randy Gradishar. And now you get to do the same thing. This is an incredible honor for the city and for Randy. As you all know, you should go back, if you haven't, and look at some of the old highlights. You should go back and look at the old stats, which is right now, Randy still leads all Broncos in history with the most ever tackles, 2,405 tackles. Unbelievable. Also over 10 seasons. He didn't just do 200 tackles one year. It was 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, kept showing up, kept putting out results, and was someone I spent my entire childhood watching. But as the governor said, the amazing thing about Randy is he's not just a legend on the field, he's been a legend off the field. He has stayed in this city. He has committed to it. He has given back. He's done everything he can to pull up the next generation of players, but more than anything, the next generation of young people, the next generation of fans. And so we couldn't be more proud. He will be, I believe, Damani, the first Broncos linebacker ever inaugurated into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The greatest of all time to play this position in Denver. We are so proud to be here. Thank you all so much for joining us today to celebrate the local legend, the civic legend, the football legend, Randy Gradishar.
Thank you, Mayor Johnson. I'm so excited to have our next speaker with us, Phil Olson, Randy Gradishar's former teammate. Phil was a two-time football All-American defensive end at Utah State University, first-round NFL draft choice 1970, and he played on the Broncos alongside Randy Gradishar, 75 and 76. Phil's respect and appreciation for Randy's achievements on the football field led him to organize the Committee for Gradishar, 2002, in partnership with past president and CEO of Phil Long Dealerships, the late, great Jay Cimino, to help advance Randy's candidacy for enshrinement in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which has finally succeeded. And Phil is here to share a few words about what it's like to work with Randy, both on and off the field. Phil?
Well, thank you, Governor Polis. I'm thrilled to be here with you today, and I am incredibly blessed and honored to be able to share just a few remarks with you about my friend, Randy Gradishar. So thank you, Randy and Beth, for giving me this opportunity to do this. Before I get started here, I think it's very important for me to tell you that I'm standing here as a representative for all of Randy's former teammates, for his Orange Crush crew, and for his coaches, his many fans, and all of his friends. Randy and I first met when I was here with the Broncos in 1975 and 76, and we developed a friendship that has endured almost 50 years. And for the last 22 years, I have walked with Randy through the ups and downs of his Hall of Fame selection process. In early February of this year, I got a very excited call from Randy and Through tears of joy, he shared with me the fact that he had just been recognized as a member of the 2024 class of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. While Randy's journey has taken 35 years to complete, I think that it's important, and I think anyone who knows anything about Randy's career also knows this, that if the Pro Football Hall of Fame is the place where we recognize and acknowledge the greatest players who have ever played the game of professional football, Randy Gradishar has earned a spot there. I wish I had enough time today to take you through the entire list of Randy's accomplishments, but I want to just share with you some of the highlights. So listen to this. Randy was the Broncos' first-round draft choice in 1974. He had a magnificently, highly decorated career with the Broncos over 10 seasons. He was named the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 1978, selected to the Pro Bowl 7 times, named first-team All-Pro 5 times, selected to the All-NFL or the All-AFC team in 7 consecutive seasons, named as one of the 300 greatest players to ever play the game of professional football. Randy was also recognized as one of the top 10 linebackers to have ever played professional football. And as you all know, he led the Broncos after their 77 season to the 1978 Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl the Broncos ever played in. He's the all-time leader in tackles for the Denver Broncos with 2,049, a remarkable accomplishment. Randy never missed a game in 10 years, played in 145 consecutive contests, something that's simply amazing of all the things that he's done. Inducted into the Colorado Hall of Fame, as well as being a member of the Denver Broncos Ring of Fame. And now, finally, Randy Gradishar has been selected as a member of the 2024 class for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. In addition to being a Hall of Fame football player, Randy is a genuine man of faith. And through it all, he's consistently maintained that his selection to the Hall of Fame was all in God's hands, and that if it was to happen, it would be in his timing. And I think that Randy's selection to the Hall of Fame here this year certainly brings new meaning to the phrase that good things happen to those who wait. You know, Randy is known for being an unusually instinctive football player. In fact, he had a nose for finding the football unlike any player that I have ever seen. But just listen to what some of the people that knew Randy the best had to say about him. Legendary Ohio State football coach Woody Hayes said about Randy, he was the best defensive player I ever coached. Former Denver Broncos head coach John Ralston, who scouted Randy at Ohio State and drafted him in the first round for the Broncos in 1974, said this of Randy, "I've never seen a more gifted and talented athlete." Denver Broncos defensive coordinator Joe Collier, a 32-year NFL coaching veteran, says about Randy Gradishar is the best player I have ever coached. Another Broncos coach, Stan Jones, a Hall of Famer himself, who played football and coached in the NFL for more than 40 years, called Randy one of the premier linebackers in the history of the game of football. All of those are remarkable accomplishments, and the list goes on and on and on and on. But I think that to sum it up, Randy Gradishar was a magician on the football field. There's no physical explanation for him to be able to do the things that he did. He simply had an unexplainable ability to be able to know where the ball was going and then to find a way to get there just about the same time that the ball carrier or the receiver did. The number of tackles he made in short yardage situations and in goal line plays was simply uncanny. How in the world did he know exactly where and when to jump over the top of a pile of swarming bodies to meet a running back who was diving over that same pile of swarming bodies from the opposite side and stop him for no gain? It was as if Randy was standing in the opponent's huddle listening to the plays as they were being called. Well, I could go on and on about stories about Randy, but I think my time is almost up. But I can't finish my remarks about Randy without briefly talking about the impact that he's had on the lives of others. Randy's accomplishments on the football field are truly remarkable, but it's his faith in God that has guided his work with youth groups, churches, faith-based ministries, community organizations, and is the founding leader of the Denver Broncos Youth Foundation. Randy made numerous tours overseas to visit, encourage, and thank our men and women in uniform. And he continues to do that same kind of work as an ambassador for the Mount Carmel Veterans Service Center. Randy has literally touched the lives of thousands of people through his work as an inspirational champion and a corporate ambassador for the Phil Long Enterprise and its numerous car dealerships, and the list goes on and on. So in closing here today, I just want to say congratulations, Randy. I'm proud of you. Your wife, Beth, is proud of you. The Orange Crush crew is proud of you. Broncos Nation is proud of you. We are all proud of you. Next stop is football heaven, the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, during the first weekend in August. I hope to see a lot of you there. Thank you very much.
Phil, thank you for giving us a sense of the magic that you got to experience on the field with Randy by sharing those stories. And those of us who can't join you in Ohio along with Randy are just excited to give you this hometown kickoff here. And those were some amazing and powerful stories. You know, Randy was in my office 2 days ago when I congratulated him on being selected. He gave me a jersey. He presented me with the jersey. He signed it for me. Today he asked me why I wasn't wearing it. I'm wearing a Polish jersey. It's because, as I showed Randy, and he was very excited. Where's Randy? Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, he hasn't come in yet. He's going to make his grand appearance soon. It's because we framed it, and it's on permanent display in the governor's office. That's where it deserves to be. What an incredible experience playing with Randy, Phil, and I think you shared some of that magic with us. We are now going to have a rendition of the national anthem, and I want to welcome Yasmin Imani to lead us in the national anthem, and I want to thank Yasmin for being with us to do that today. Yasmin?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Yasmin, thank you for gracing us with your incredible and powerful voice. What a wonderful rendition of our nation's national anthem. I have prepared an official proclamation on behalf of the state of Colorado to welcome and celebrate today's historic day. Whereas Mr. Gradishar, as the heart of the Broncos Orange Crush defense, played in Denver for the entirety of his career from 1974 to 1983. Not only did he lead the Broncos to their first playoff and Super Bowl in '77, he's the team's all-time leading tackler, 7-time Pro Bowler, 78 Defensive Player of the Year. Whereas Mr. Gradishar, over the course of his career, recorded a franchise-high 2,049 tackles, 19.5 sacks, 20 interceptions, 13 fumble recoveries, 4 defensive touchdowns, solidifying himself as one of the most successful linebackers in NFL history. Whereas Mr. Gradishar was the founding president of the Denver Broncos Youth Foundation, serving young people in the Denver metro area and Colorado, including the Governor's Council and Mayor's Youth Initiative. Whereas Mr. Gradishar led the Phil Long Community Fund in partnership with the Denver Bronco Charities, built 12 playgrounds, 2 skate parks, and a football field. Whereas Mr. Gradishar went on several USO goodwill tours in the Middle East to support our servicemen and women in Iraq and Kuwait, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, to support our people deployed overseas. Whereas Mr. Gradishar continues to champion the success of Colorado's military members, veterans, and their families as the corporate ambassador for Mount Carmel Veterans Services Center and Phil Long dealerships. Whereas the state of Colorado celebrates the election of Randy Gradishar to the Pro Football Hall of Fame's class of 2024, therefore, I, Jared Polis, Governor of the state of Colorado, do hereby proclaim May 3rd, that's 5-3, right? 5-3, 2024, as Randy Gradishar Day. To celebrate Randy's historic accomplishments, let's all welcome Pro Football Hall of Famer, Randy Gradishar!
Thank you very much. Thank you. Woo! Well, hello, everybody. This is just tremendous. Governor Polis, Mayor Johnston, Phil Olson, your supportive and kind introduction this afternoon is certainly very humbling to me. My gratitude and thanks to each and every one of you. And I want to thank Metro Denver, Colorado Springs, Pueblo, Florence, and all Trinidad, and also all the communities that are in Colorado that have joined us to help celebrate this special day for me. Governor Polis, I certainly appreciate you choosing May 3rd, and I think he already mentioned that that May 3rd is 5-3, and I see a few 5-3s out here, so thank you. And really, what I need to admit, to be honest with you, it's very humbling to be able to receive this extraordinary recognition, and it's just unbelievable for me. Thank you. And really what I'd like to do is dedicate this special honor to the following. And first and foremost, I want to give credit and honor to my Lord Jesus Christ, and for his love, his grace, his sacrifice for his son Jesus, whom I accepted back in 1975. And that was the most important decision that I have ever made in my life. And I always give God the credit for everything that he's bestowed upon me, for sure. And to my amazing wife, where did she go? Beth, certainly I'm grateful to you, and I'm certainly proud and honored for you to be my wife, and hopefully a friend also, for sure. And I'm also faithful, thanking Phil Olson for a long time being a friend. My good friends Barry and Susan they're back here. for being on stage here with me. And to my head coaches, John Ralston, Red Miller, Dan Reeves, and to my brilliant defensive coordinator, old Joe Collier, that created that 34 defense. And to the greatest defensive teammates anybody could ever want to be with, and that's those Denver Broncos Orange Crush guys. So thank you. And so Orange Crush defense, right now, it's finally going to happen. And we're going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Yes, 35 years later, but we can now say, Canton, here we come for sure. And I want to say thank you to the Phil Long dealerships. It's been a privilege. I've been working for Phil Long for the last 27 years as a champion ambassador. And when I first started working for Phil Long's past president and CEO, Jay Cimino, way back in 1977, we formed a partnership with Denver Bronco Charities Coach Mike Shanahan, and together we created 15 fantasy playgrounds across Colorado for our youth for outdoor recreation opportunities. And Jay, with his champion spirit, also established Mount Carmel Veterans Service Center and Mount Carmel Wellness Community Center to serve the needs of our military members, our veterans, our families, and their residents throughout the state. And Gina, I don't know where, Gina's back here somewhere too. Gina, we all are going to miss your dad for sure, but his passionate, visionary spirit will certainly be lasting on for decades and decades and generations to come. We thank you for that, and for all of that, we're very grateful and blessed for your dad, Jay. To Gina Sacriponte, I don't know where Gina's back here somewhere. Gina, she's the Phil Long dealership operating officer, and she's one of the best. And Gina was one of the hardest working individuals that I've ever been associated with and working with. And I want to just thank Gina for who you are and everything you've contributed to the Phil Long enterprise. And last but not least, this special day is dedicated to all of our Denver Bronco loyal fans, for sure, you people out here. And you've just been the best. And thanks for being here. And I want to thank you for your friendship and your support, and certainly appreciate you being here and taking the time out of your schedule to be here to help celebrate me going to the Hall of Fame. And to everyone to whom I'm dedicated this special day of recognition, and to everyone present, and even those who weren't able to make it, you have my respect and my admiration for sure. So my gratitude goes to, again, to Governor Polis's staff, his office, and the Denver Broncos, and the Phil Long dealerships for making this certainly possible for me here to be today. Thank you very much. And thank you.
This is the official proclamation for you, and they told me to give you this. It's not the same one you gave me, don't worry. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
One more time, Pro Football Hall of Famer, Randy Gradishar!